Okay guys, you can see that right there. The daylight is flashing. So what do? What is the symptoms you're gonna be getting? The transmission is gonna be shifting erratic. So what exactly does that mean, and how are you gonna solve that problem? You know, a lot of people are not interested in the details. Yeah, pretty much everybody want to know what you do to solve the problem. So if you are in for the ride, then go on and watch till the end. My car is acting up that way while I'm driving. I've done a lot of couple of service. I've changed the oil, it won't stop. I've driven the car, it won't stop. I have fixed the problem, it won't go. And I have a check engine light on. Can someone tell me exactly what to do? First thing first, if you got a money there, get it to ASE certified mechanic who specializes on gearbox to get that problem analyzed and resolved. And if you don't have money and you want to save some money, you want to do it yourself, then stick around. I'm going to be sharing some useful information which you're going to be using to solve this problem. So with that said, you want to grab a cup of coffee, because I'm going to be leading you step by step on how to do this. So the first step we're going to be doing is to plug in a scan tool and find out exactly what the problem is. Okay, but unfortunately I couldn't get my scan tool on right now. So what I'm gonna do next in the next video is I'm gonna be doing a simulation from my computer. So you follow along and see what I do, and do the same thing and confirm which of the solenoid you need to fix. Then do as I do, and let's see how that works out, and let's see how that helps you to pinpoint which of the solenoid that is actually creating that mess. Anything could be the problem. It could be the transmission control module, it could be the transmission system entire, it could be the valve body itself, it could be wiring problem, it could be anything, right? But through this actuation testing, we'll be able to find out exactly which one is actually making a mess. So do subscribe and tune into the next episode, where I'm gonna be doing the simulation using my scan tool. And that is why you need a scan tool. Even as a DIY, you need a scan tool with a bidirectional function, and that can perform actuation testing, right? If it doesn't have it, then put it into the trash. It's garbage. Okay? Gotta catch you on the next episode. Right? Okay, let's see you there.